This is Madurai Manonmani from Lotus News. Today, we have invited an expert on Hinduism, Sugandh Kannan from America, to talk about the latest developments on Raman. Sugandh Kannan is a Tamil origin businessman currently living in Miami, Florida, USA. A graduate of #1 business school in the world, Wharton. He runs his own management consulting business in healthcare and real estate. Coming from Vedic family, he is an expert in Hindu traditions. He conducts presentations, corporate training, and consulting using traditional Hindu principles. He looks at people's career growth and business development and suggests Vedic-based solutions. He is the founding chairman of the American STEM Institute, an organization focused on bringing innovative business ideas, concepts, and startups from India to the United States. He runs a YouTube channel, Sanatana Guru 108. Welcome to Lotus News, Sugandh. You are currently based in the United States, the Western Hemisphere. How was the celebration in the Western countries of the Ram Mandir?
வணக்கம். Ram Mandir Prana Pratishtana, which took place in Bharat Desam, is a global event. Like Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, said, 21st century is going to be India's century. In United States, Ramayana chanting, singing, and bhajans took place in temples across the country. Live feed of the Prana Pratishtana was projected in Times Square in New York City. In Texas, over 100 Rama Bhaktas in their Tesla cars arrived in a big field. Using the innovative music-based light system in their cars, they organized a unique light show by playing Hindu music. All over the United States, more than 50 car rallies were organized with enthusiastic participation from the community. In Paris, France, a special Ram Rath Yatra was organized, concluding at the Eiffel Tower. In New Zealand, political leaders and ministers in the ruling government chanted Jai Shri Ram and attended a live show. A lot of celebrations in countries around the world like United Kingdom, Australia, Kenya, Mauritius, Canada, and South Korea. So the celebration in the Western Hemisphere was joyous, and people are talking about how grand the function was. This event generated a lot of good, positive energy at the global level.
Justice S. Srimati of Madras High Court ordered the HR&CE department to install boards in front of all the temples in major locations in temples pertaining to the entry of non-Hindus into Hindu temples. If any non-Hindu wishes to enter, they must now give undertaking about their faith in Hindu deity of that temple and the customs, practices, and rituals of Hinduism. What is your view on this development?
This is a very forceful and strong order given by Justice Srimati of Madras High Court with respect to all the Hindu temples in Tamil Nadu. It is a well thought out judgment that represents the sentiments and feelings of Hindus without impinging on the rights of others. The reason for this order is there have been incidents of non-Hindus entering Hindu temples and without knowing or knowingly disrespecting the customs, beliefs, and traditions of Hindu temples. Temple is the abode of Swami in Hinduism, and utmost respect must be shown for the same. Recently, a group of Muslims were found to have been eating non-vegetarian food inside the premises of Perudayar Brihadishwarar Koil in Tanjavur. In another instance, in Madurai Meenakshi Koil, non-Hindus tried to offer prayers not in line with Hindu customs. It is quite possible if such an order had not come in, individuals could start offering namaz en mass in Hindu temples, creating unnecessary conflict in society. Same has happened in an Uttar Pradesh Hindu temple, and the Muslim youth was arrested for violating the prevailing law there. That led to unnecessary tension in the otherwise friendly community. So, the ruling by the justice affirms the constitutional rights of Hindus to conduct their prayers in their temple without any hindrance.
Can you tell us about some important locations where Bhagwan Sri Rama traveled through in our state of Tamil Nadu?
Sure, Bhagavan Sri Rama has blessed the Tamil Nadu region with his holy presence in several locations. To name a few, Vaidishwaran Goil in Mailadurai district. Here, Rama came across the dying Jatayu. Jatayu informed Rama about Sita's abduction by Lankeshwaran and took his last breath. Rama performed Jatayu's last rites here, and in the temple, there is a tank called the Jatayu Kundam. Another place is Mudigondan, a village in Tiruvarur district. Prior to traveling to Lanka, Rama had promised Bharadwaja Muni, whose ashram was in that village, that he will stop here on his return trip to Ayodhya from Lanka to have a meal. After Rama defeated Ravana on his journey back to Ayodhya, per his promise, he stopped at Bharadwaja Muni's ashram. Here, Bharadwaja Muni coronated Rama and happily had the coronation darshanam. That is the reason that village is called Mudi Kondan, meaning the place where Rama first got his crown.
The trust has chosen the Ram Lalla Virajman idol made of black granite in South Indian sculpture style, whereas temple architecture is of North Indian style. How do you think Hindu devotees from different parts of India feel about this?
The beauty of the Ayodhya Ramar Koil is its focus on unifying Hindus from North and South India. While the temple is built in Nagara architectural style, the deity chosen is of Dravidian style. Granite stone has the highest resistance against elements that come in contact with it. So, by having Bhagavan Ram Lalla made of granite stone, the symbolism is Hindus from Bharat can and will withstand any undue forces coming at them from anywhere in the world. Bhaktas who had darshanam in person of Ram Lalla so far mention they felt the presence of life in the statue when they had their darshanam.
One of the Shankaracharyas has said that our Prime Minister Modi should not have personally taken part in the puja himself, instead leaving it to the priests and pandits to conduct the puja. Was it appropriate for Prime Minister Modi to perform the puja?
There are 5 Shankaracharyas. Swami Nishchalananda Saraswati of Govardhan Madam in Puri, Odisha. Swami Avimukteshwaranand in Jyotir Madam in Uttarakhand. Swami Sadananda Saraswati of Dwaraka Madam in Dwaraka, Gujarat. Swami Bharati Tirtha of Sringeri Madam in Sringeri, Karnataka, and Sri Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal of Kanji Madam in Kanjipuram, Tamil Nadu. So, out of the 5 Shankaracharyas, 3 gave their support and full blessings for the function. Only one, Puri's Swami Nishchalananda Saraswati, opposed Modi performing the puja. I respectfully disagree with his views. In our Sanatana history, leaders and kings have the right to perform puja so long as they are guided by priest and pandit. When any Hindu performs Satyanarayana puja at home, where the invited priest guides the host to perform the puja, like that, in the Ram Mandir, the priest is the one who recited the mantras and guided Modi to perform the puja. In Ramayana itself, the powerful Kshatriya Ram himself installed the Shiva Lingam in Rameswaram and performed the rituals himself. So, to say that Modi cannot perform the puja and installation is contrary to what Rama has shown us. Daily puja is being performed by qualified and trained pandits only. In our own state's history, the great Raja Cholan himself conducted the first Kumbhabhishekam of Perudayar Brihadishwarar Koil in 1010 CE. This is clearly mentioned in the inscriptions found in the Tanjavur Big Temple.
Before the Ram Mandir celebration, there was alleged controversy about Tamil Nadu government not approving celebrations and banning telecasts in HR and CE administered temples and also in private locations. Then, Supreme Court issued orders against the Tamil Nadu government. What is your take on this conflict?
Supreme Court of India took right action on this. Tamil Nadu government and HRNCE department claim to be supporting the sentiments of Hindus, but saying and action are two different things. Supreme Court has said in their order that the action of Tamil Nadu government are against the Constitution of India, and that because of right to life and practice one's own religion from Indian Constitution, people are free to organize functions in private properties. This emergency Supreme Court order forced Tamil Nadu government to backtrack its earlier actions and oral orders that were given. The restrictions placed by Tamil Nadu government boomeranged and actually energized Hindus around the state, where more events than expected were organized and peacefully and thoroughly enjoyed by the participants. In several occasions, rows of Christians and Muslims came and participated in the events, showing the ground level support for the Ram Mandir Prana Pratishtana exists in the state of Tamil Nadu to the whole nation. This that is in contrary to the months long Sanatana issue being drummed up around the country from the speech of Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin. Now, Hindus around Bharata Desam understood the Tamil Nadu people are behind them.
Tell us about the importance of the Mandala Puja after Prana Pratishtana and what people from Tamil Nadu can do to get benefit from it.
Mandala Puja is being performed for the first 48 days after Prana Pratishtana, so that the deity gets fully energized. Since Rama is the seventh avataram of Mahavishnu, Mandala Puja is being celebrated following strict Vaishnavite principles. The Mandala Puja is being overseen by Vishwaprasanna Tirtha of Pejawar Madam from Udupi, Karnataka. If possible, it is highly encouraged that bhaktas and devotees from Tamil Nadu and the rest of Bharata Desam travel to Ayodhya within this Mandala Puja period to receive the blessings from Ram Lalla due to the highly supportive and efficient local administration of Uttar Pradesh under Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. The wait time for darshanam is only around 1 hour.
There has been controversy about Ram Mandir Prana Pratishtana, with one of the Shankaracharyas saying that it happened before the conclusion of the construction of Ram Mandir and that is against custom. What is your take on that? Is he correct or incorrect?
Only one Shankaracharya has indicated his displeasure about the Prana Pratishtana happening before the conclusion of construction. Swami Avimukteshwaranand of Uttarakhand Jyotir Madam. But to understand why he is doing this, your TV's network's audience needs to know a little bit about Madam politics. You know, similar to political parties with differing views, in Madam also, since there are humans also involved, there were always disagreements and disputes throughout the history of Sanatana. One of the trustees of the Ram Janmabhoomi Trust is Vasudevanand Saraswati, who lost a court case against the Jyotir Madam. So, Jyotir Madam's Sankaracharya is upset that the Ram Janmabhoomi Trust is having a sadhu who was previously in conflict with Jyotir Madam on their board of trustees. The priests for the Prana Pratishtana, Ganeshwar Shastri Dravid and Lakshmikant Madhuranath Dikshit, have cited passages from the Narada Purana to support the fact that the consecration can proceed once the sanctum sanctorum or the Garbhagriha of the temple is constructed, which we all know is completed before the Prana Pratishtana.
Various people are making derogatory and disrespectful statements on Bhagwan Sri Rama. What is your message to Hindus on how they should react?
People have been making such statements against Sanatana Dharma and its deities since the early days of Kali Yuga. But Hindus are always focused on their bhakti, which is unwavered by this non-frequential insults by others. The bhakti frequency of Hindus are undisturbable by any distraction and denigration by anyone. When any such instances occur, anyone can message me on WhatsApp US number +1 954 999 3271 +1 954 999 3271 with the proof of the same. I will pass it on to the right people to see if there is a need for legal action, and if needed, they will proceed with it. New Indian Penal Code IPC Act called Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita has many provisions for ensuring those who cross limit are punished legally with fine and imprisonment.
Recently, in the news, ASI report on Jnanavati Mosque has been made public through order of the court, and petitioner has asked Supreme Court to permit further excavation and survey. Is it a good idea to continue to build on Ram Mandir and reclaim other divine sites important for Hindus?
This is a good question. Recently, the district court judge has passed another order permitting Hindus to offer worship in the previously barricaded area, and the local district administration has made arrangements and the puja has begun. The way these divine site reclamations are happening is a good idea. They are primarily happening through the courts, where all the interested parties with appropriate legal standing or locus standi are given due opportunity to be heard. Then, learned judges are making well thought out and informed decisions based on the facts and the law. Bhaktas are very happy that important sites for Hinduism, which were thousands of years old, are slowly brought back to life, while allowing other religion people also their own space for their prayers.
Some people in opposition and in media are saying that Ram Mandir Prana Pratishtana by Prime Minister Modi is against the constitution and democracy. Are they correct?
They are very incorrect in their understanding of the Indian constitution and democracy. The Prana Pratishtana is happening based on the Supreme Court of India's judgment and verdict given in the Ram Janma Bhoomi case. The Supreme Court has cleared it. So how it can be against constitution and democracy? And if it was against the constitution, why they did not file petition or argue that point? Because they know these arguments are frivolous in legal sense. Everything is constitutional about Ram Mandir Prana Pratishtana. It was great talking to the people of Tamil Nadu and Bharata Desam and Hindus around the world through Lotus TV. Namaskarams.
Thank you, Sudhan.